So right now we're gonna go head onto the bridge, the one that was connecting this pathway to the Kremlin walls. It's a really big bridge, and yeah, let's go back to that gate. We are nearly there. As you can see, one of the biggest towers in here. It even has a clock on it. The bridge leads through there, and once we go through, we can get to Cathedral Square. And once we're done with the security screening, we can actually go back through and through this gate. So you see. Now we're actually kind of in the crowd waiting for our turn to get onto the bridge because it's like control. So part of the bridge is actually kind of under renovation. So now we're gonna just travel on this side of the bridge, which is kind of one of the reasons why it was quite crowded there just now in the gate. So now we can continue on our journey and go through the gate. From here you can see St. Basil, the place that we took about 1,000 pictures. We spent about 5 hours there yesterday. I don't think you guys knew, but me and my parents we took a lot of photos. And here's one of the cathedrals. We're approaching Cathedral Square. So this is the State Kremlin building, and then over there you can see all the cathedrals inside the Cathedral Square. So many domes. Cathedrals have domes because domes are really cool. And cathedrals are cool. Okay, so this side over here we can see the clock tower and the St. Basil that we were looking at yesterday. Then over on this side you can see another building. So this here is a very beautiful area. You can see the towers of St. Basil and the clock tower of the Kremlin wall that we saw yesterday. Over here we can see the Senate. It's where Putin works. He works in there. You can tell he's in office because the Russian flag is flying over the building. So that's pretty cool. So this here is a row of cannons, and these cannons have plates under them showing who has made them. So this one is made as a 3-pound cannon made by Ivan Mikhailov. You fit your hand in there. So yeah, it's a really big row of cannons made in different years and of different weight. So yes, this is the Tsar cannon. You've seen all these tiny mini cannons. Now you've seen what the Russians are up to, building huge cannons. This must have been considered a nuclear warhead back in the 16th century. Like, look at the size of those cannonballs. Look at the size of those wheels. And look at the size of that barrel. It's huge. So apparently it was cast in the 1586, and its length is 5.34 meters, and it weighs 40 tons. I can see why it weighs 40 tons. Okay, so by standing opposite the part, we can see 3 cathedrals. This one over here, one of the 3 golden domes, is called the Assumption Cathedral. The one next to it is called the Patriarch's Palace at the 12 Apostles. And the golden one that's next to it is the Annunciation Cathedral. It's really beautiful, all these 3 cathedrals in a row. Actually, there's more. There's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cathedrals in there. Only half. Ah, yes, welcome to Cathedral Square. Here you can see all the cathedrals, all 6 beautiful cathedrals. And yes, it's really nice. Alright, so this here is Ivan the Great Bell Tower ensemble. And nowadays, the ground floor of the Assumption Belfry House is an exhibition of the hall of the museum. So you can go inside. It's basically a museum where you can check out all the stuff that it has to offer. It's very nice. A lot of shiny domes and beautiful bells hanging out around the side. So this cathedral here is a really big one. This is the Assumption Cathedral. On the front you can see a beautiful painting. Wow. With many saints and things. Look at all the golden domes. So this here is the entrance to the Assumption Cathedral. We're about to enter and I'll show you around. So when you enter, you see this. Many tourists. Yeah, that's probably one of the first things you see. But then again, look at the walls. You see these beautiful pillars adorned with beautiful paintings. So this over here is the Archangel's Cathedral, constructed in 1505 to 1508. It was used as a burial vault for Moscow great princes, Arpanage princes, and Russian Tsars. So this here is the Church of Laying Our Lady's Holy Robe. Erected in 1484 to 1485 by Pacific craftsmen, it was the home of the Church of Russian metropolitans and later patriarchs. So once you're in the middle of the square, you can see almost all the cathedrals. The one that's in the front. The ones at the side, yeah, you might have to go to the back to take those. Like for instance, the Church of Laying Our Lady's Holy Robe. That's at the back, and you can't really see it from here. So this here is the Annunciation Cathedral. Built in 1484 to 1489 by Pacific craftsmen, was the home church of classical great princes and later Russian stars. And as you can see, it's one of the most fanciest one. Mainly because, you know, the golden domes, the golden roof, everything is really nice and white and golden, yes. Alright, so this here is the Tzar Bell, the biggest bell in the world. So if you look at the bell, it's very beautiful, made out of beautiful metal. And then if you look at the top, the bronze, at the top of the bronze, you'll see a beautiful star, a beautiful cross. So if you didn't know, the reason why this bell is here, it has an extremely big hole in the chip, and it's because it fell all the way from a cathedral that's up there. It fell, broke, and here it is today, being touched by many tourists because yes, people like to touch stuff. Alright, so this is the Tzar Bell. As you can see, it's made out of bronze with many beautiful designs and scriptures. And then up at the top there, you can see a beautiful cross. So the reason why it's here on the floor next to the cathedral is because it fell from the cathedral and it chipped. So now a big chunk of it is here and there's a hole in it. And now people just sit here all day touching the chipped bell because people like touching things. So once you're done with Cathedral Square, you may exit the Kremlin through the clock tower that we saw yesterday. Let's go through the clock tower and back onto the Red Square. Alright, we're nearly there to the walls of the Kremlin and the clock tower. Did you know all these towers have different names? It's all weird. Different special names. Alright guys, welcome back to the Red Square and the St. Basil Cathedral, the place that we took about 1,000 pictures of yesterday. This time, it's evening, therefore, light. It's on our side this time for once. So apparently while we were sleeping overnight, these people have already set up an entire concert hall. Holy crap, they even got cranes, TV channel crews everywhere. What the heck? What's this for? I mean, I know it's for a concert, but they did it overnight. That intrigues me. That actually is pretty cool. So welcome to Goom. Basically yesterday we were at Zoom, the second best. Now we are at Goom, the first best. And really the beautifulest thing. Ah yes, welcome to Goom! Woo! So this here is Morogenyo, one of the most famous ice creams in the entirety of Moscow. If you go anywhere in Moscow, you're definitely gonna find Morogenyo. Even in the park, even in the Red Square, like right now, you'll see Morogenyo. It's a really nice ice cream. Let's go ahead and take a look. Pick it up. Alright, so let's look at what we have. So over here we have gum red line ice cream. Then we got normal chocolate ice cream. Then we got chocolate chip and vanilla ice cream. Nice. So yeah, this is a really beautiful mall. Especially they got all your favorites like Huawei, Rolex, Paul Smith, Sublime, Longinus, many other things. Number 57. It's basically a canteen. You don't know, last time restaurants and canteens were actually numbered and they didn't have proper names. So Stolobaya number 57 was born here in Goom, and basically they sell old Soviet food. So we can see what sort of food they had to eat last time. So look at Stolobaya number 57, and basically here we are. So basically you pick your food and then you pay at the kassa number 3. So as you can see, there's a lot of things to buy. There's cake, there's desserts, there's all sorts of food. So as you can see, there's all sorts of things like salad, drinks, fruit juice. It works. So here we got the fried curds, beef tongues, turkey cutlet, there's all sorts of food. So let's look at the food that we have. So first of all, we have this cake. It has some chocolate sprinkles, cream, nuts, and it's really nice. So we look over here, we also got a fruit in a cup, and then we already got some berry infusion. And
Kwas.
huh?
It's called kwas.
Kwas.
There's a berry and things infused drink.
Yeah, it's a berry infusion, yeah. And then we got some normal mineral water, Baika Reserve. And then also here we have a sign saying, "Come back to us and have a deal. Clean your table after a meal." Cool. So right now we're back in the subway and we're going to take the train back to Kustaya and get back to the hotel. Alright, so we're back at the hotel to rest up for a while. Soon we'll be out for dinner again. Let's go. Alright, so we're out and about again and we're going to go back to the shopping mall to go back to the food court because the food there was very nice and we want to go back. So our food is here. We have actually ordered from Panda Express again today. Today we got some fried rice with some shrimp, vegetables, and some chicken. And then over here we got some mushroom soup, not the type of the cream of like. This is just normal mushroom soup. And over here we got some orange chicken. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright guys, welcome back to our hotel, and today we're gonna be ending our video inside the hotel room, and I hope to see you guys tomorrow in the next episode. Goodbye!